Okay, starting up here in the top middle position, we do have the Navy Blue Protoss fighting for Valhalla team. From South Korea, it's DK. And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom left-hand position, we have the grey or white Zerg fighting for pSi from Bulgaria, it's Jim. Now, luckily enough, we got two good colors. Unfortunately, this was one of the games this week that wasn't played on top versus bottom, but we did get really, really nicely opposing colors. Now, that was weird. It's almost like we didn't hear the pylon get put down. It's a ghost pylon. I mean, one thing of note here that can actually be quite good to look at is even though Jim hasn't played too many games, his average duration against Protoss in his... wait, has he played more than one game? Or is it just one? Okay, the only versus Protoss game he's played is actually 5 minutes, so maybe we'll be breaking out that 5-minute or 6-minute cursor mode once again. Now, the funny thing is, I looked at that statistic earlier because I wanted to know just how many games in the STPL ended in 6 minutes. Or in between 6 and 7 minutes, should I say. And surprisingly, it was only around 100, which really, really confused me because I remembered it being tons and tons of games. But it's 100, which seems like a lot. But there's been nearly 1,000 games played in the STPL, so 100 isn't actually all that many, which is kind of cool. I guess the 6-minute curse must have hit us in a long period. I think it was during round 3, where like all of the games seem to be ending super, super quickly. So, I mean, round 4 was a lot better in Season 1, and Season 2 has been amazing so far. Now, we've got a Forge with a cannon to expand here to the natural here with the Nexus. There is a proxy hatchery, but it is at a possible third base location. So he is going to be able to expand to his natural soon after this if he wants to. Now the Ling's going to try and get on top of this probe, sending it away. Wait, did DK actually see the... Yeah, I think he saw the hatchery at the very least. Thing is, from his last game, like, if his last game, and it was last and only game against Protoss, was 5 minutes, it wouldn't surprise me to see a kind of Hydra bust build here. Now, he is adding on a ton of drones, so he's going to be looking to build up. But if you think about where this base actually is in relation to the Protoss player, we'll just zoom out very, very far. Look how close it is in terms of attacking distance. This is a really good staging ground. It's very difficult for Zealots to push up this choke. And while it is sort of in a dangerous position to hold, if you can hold that position, you are going to be in a very, very strong space a little bit later in the game. Now, this probe obviously has been doing a really good job keeping itself alive. And Chobo, there isn't speed on creep on this, but yeah, he's actually using it to spread creep. That's actually not a bad decision either. He can build Sunkens up here, and if he holds this spot, he holds his natural, and he holds his main. I know I keep zooming out, but let's zoom out one more time. Oops, wrong button. Essentially, this choke defends this. The only other way that DK can attack is if he goes all the way around the edge of the map and through this small choke, which he'll probably defend with another hatchery there. So, certainly one of the better decisions for hatchery placement, I think, that I've seen so far on this map. So really, really nicely done by Jim. DK, of course, got away with a little bit of murder here. He didn't actually add too many of those cannons. He actually only had one Zealot as well, which are back in his wall. Now, we do have a Stargate coming in. Jim, of course, does see this. He is going to have to try and run that Overlord away, if you can call this running. I still find it really funny. Look at the back legs of the Overlord, the way they twitch. It's kind of... I don't know what it is. It makes it look like the dancing. I like it. Dancing Overlords. Now Spire coming in here for Jim, so it's not going to be a Hydra Bust play in this game as such. No Sunkens or anything, but he does obviously have very good map vision. He's got Lings blocking this ramp, which is the major push path that Protoss can take. And he does have an Overlord checking out the other path as well, so he's pretty well secured back at home. Citadel coming in. That's obviously going to be for Templar Archive shortly after this, so no Corsair Reaver in this game. But is this going to be for Mutalist? Because I wouldn't have thought so, because there's only one gas at the moment. So it's likely just going to be for Spire, just going to be for Scourge to get the Corsairs. But where is the additional hatcheries going to come down? Finally, we have one coming down here. This is going to be the 4th hatchery. 5th hatchery should come down in the natural. Yep, there we go. So he is just going to play a macro build here, going for an Evo chamber to help his wall out at the back. I almost feel like having the Evo chamber up here would be better. Oh, he's got one here as well, so certainly going to help walling off. Now, does he have any Scourge? If he Scourges this first Corsair, that's going to be a massive tempo play for him. But the Corsair is going to be able to move back, so at least that's some for DK. Now this Overlord in the main does go down, of course. The Scourge still chasing this Corsair. Going to turn around when they know they're not going to be able to get it. There's another cannon. No, it's not a cannon coming up in the main. He's actually adding a gateway in his natural for some reason. I guess he doesn't have that many pylons in here to kind of flood gates anywhere. At least not in a position where he wants them. So Templar Archives coming in. Another pylon just for good measure. Getting prepared to really start flooding those gateways. Now the Corsair, or the Scourge going in, they are going to scout that the Stargate is not spinning anymore. And the Templar Archives is not yet done. That should give Jim a lot of confidence going into this game. But there's still... Wow, he's going for 2 or 3 base Hive. There's no Hydra Den yet. He is going for Hive off of 2 Sunkens and 6 Lings. No, 7 Lings. One of the Lings died. This is a really crazy build here from Jim. Now the Corsair is going to come in. Can he block this Corsair from being able to get down to his main? If he blocks him from seeing the Hydra Den, or the lack thereof of Hydra Den, and he blocks him from seeing the Hive, this could be an amazing build. Now, what exactly is Jim's plan going to be here with this fast Hive? Obviously, Plague is very, very good against Protoss. But does he have enough units? Does he have enough Sunkens to defend against this big Zealot push? He's coming in with +1 attack, +2. Has only just started, so it's not going to finish as he gets there. The Hive has been scouted now. And these Zealots are going to try and go in, but look at how many Lings there are. This is crazy against Protoss here. Mass Ling. Adrenaline going to be coming up behind this. And these Zealots are going to force, or they're going to turn back home. They don't want to fight that. There's way too many Lings. Now, Adrenaline is on the way. No Queen upgrades, so no Queens, unfortunately. But there is Flyer Carapace coming in. Is he just going to go for Guardians? I mean, Guardians on this map are very, very strong due to the fact you can get in on this angle on the natural. But still, that would be such a crazy play against someone you know who's gone Corsairs, but he saw that he hasn't gone for +1 air attack. So maybe a great Aspire here could be... Oh no, it's gonna be Ultras. Okay, so it is gonna be pure crazies against Protoss. I mean, he's not really done too much throughout this game, but he's built a ton of Lings, a ton of drones, and now he's going to start to build a ton of Ultras. But look at this, DK getting vision over this Ultras Den. He knows what to prepare for now, but the Corsairs, if the Corsairs go down, a surprise Mutaswitch could catch him off guard here. One of them goes down, the second one does manage to get away for now. And there's a 4th base up now for Jim. DK playing incredibly defensive back at home, but he needs to make something happen here. He's going to fall further and further behind. He has no Storm. He's going for nothing but Archons. He's only got +1 attack. This could be big. Without Storm, how do you deal with Mass Lings with Adrenaline? Obviously, with +1 Carapace as well. Let's check if he's going for +1 attack. That's +2 Carapace there. And +1 attack is about to finish. There is going to be Ultras And mass Ling against just +1, nearly +2 Zealots. Yeah, the 3 Archons are going to do a lot, but they don't have their full damage upgrades just yet. And he's not going to be able to expand behind this. Look at this. He's going to try and push forward. He wants to try and pressure the 3rd base. But if he does that, the Lings are just going to run behind his army. Let's see how DK deals with this. Jim is going to come in for the surround here. Looks like he's going to try and get a big engagement. He's got a... Oh my god, there's a massive storm at the back of those Lings. But the Lings coming in from behind. The lack of storm here really going to start to hurt him, because there's more Lings on this map than anything else right now. The Archons getting on top of the sunken colonies, though. All of the Archons have now gone down. All of the units from DK have gone down, actually. And Jim, he holds. He doesn't lose that many drones whatsoever. And yes, he lost Lings, but that doesn't matter. They're so expendable, and they are so efficient. When you start getting those upgrades going, he's going to be going up to 2-2. And there's going to be Ultras on the way. Now, the Ultra Cavern, he's got no Ultra upgrades coming. Was the Ultra Cavern a fake? Is he just going to go mass Lings? That would be such a strange moment. And here we go, the Corsair going to get in, see the 4th base. Almost going to go down. If it turns, I think it will die. Unless he jukes it perfectly. Let's keep an eye on it. Ah, there we go. He doesn't turn it. He doesn't realize. Looks like DK going to try and push out onto the middle of the map to take another base, but more and more Lings are coming in. And there's actually another drone coming out here. Is he just going to... No, okay, he's not going to mana hatch. Oh, he's going to get the probe. Oh, no, the probe doesn't go down. Oh, now he gets it. Oh, he's going to get a High Templar as well. That's a big pick-off. That was only about 6 or 7 Lings. He gets a High Templar. He gets a probe. That was well worth it. Delaying the 3rd base from DK as long as humanly possible is going to be good. Now, does DK opt to take the island bases? That would actually be a pretty good move by him. But unfortunately, he doesn't have a shuttle. He hasn't broken down any of the temples. And he has to worry. Now, of course, if Jim can win this game, we're going to go to an ace match. If DK can hold on, he is obviously Valhalla team are going to win the series 3-1. So part of me does want Jim to win, but of course I've got to be unbiased. This is such a weird move. Oh my god, he's going to get another Templar. What a god of Lings. He gets 2 Templar, losing a few Lings to a storm. And then he runs out. He tries to get another one as well. This man and his Lings. His Lings have a High Templar magnet. Okay, Nexus is finally coming up, so we are going to see a 3rd base come in from DK, but look at this. We're going to have triple drop. He's finally got some Ultras, and they're going to be heading straight into the main, or possibly the natural, depending on where he wants to go. Now, does he have Overlord speed coming in? The fact he has... Oh, they do have speed, okay. They just look slow. Here we go, there's a big army going down to the bottom right. Let's see if he can do any damage. There's a huge number of Lings in reserve and a huge number coming back to defend as well. And there's so many Sunkens at this base. But look at this, the drop coming into the main here. Ultras coming in now as well. And Ultras should be the nail in the coffin. Look at this, the Lings and Ultras dropping down on top of the gateways. Going to be able to get a lot of the units as they come out. Ultras, they don't care about Storm. They're killing all of the Zealots in the 4th base here for Jim. Jim is on 5 bases now. There's a DT here, but it's misrallied and bugging out. A lot of the gateways are going down, and it looks like Jim may have done it even on supply, but he is going to be able to take down that base soon for sure. These Ultras holding steady as well. How many Zealots do you need to send in these to kill them? They're 2-4 Ultralisks against 3-1 Zealots, and they are absolutely killing it. And here we go, the attack on the 3rd base. A lot of Ultras coming in with a lot of Lings. Ultras, much like Storm, do not care about cannons. They will attack the cannons. Nice bugging out from the probes, at least blocking the final 2 cannons back. But realistically, what does it matter? He has lost so much. The Ultras obviously going to go down, which is a big loss for Jim. And if this DT can get down to the bottom right and do some damage, this could be amazing, but the Spore Colony survived. There's no detection at this base though, so if he can get through, this DT has got eyes for blood right now. He sees all of the drones transferring. This move could be the move that gets gets DK back into this game. He's going to ignore the base with the Spore Colony, and he is going to go to this undefended base. That's 3 kills, 4 kills, 5 kills, 6 kills, 7 kills, 8 kills, 9 kills, and he's going to get a 10 as well. And he's even going to be able to focus down those Sunkens if he wants to. No, he's just going to go for the hatchery. Is he going to be able to get the hatchery before the Overlord spawns though? But this is the problem. There's double drop coming into his main. I thought there was another drop coming into his natural, but no. The Overlords are actually still in his main base where he just... he hasn't been able to will anything that shoots up. High Templar. Is it going to kill the hatchery? No, it's not. Just in time going to save that. But very, very close. But the Ling's in the main base. I believe they just took down the Robo, which would be a pretty big deal. Maybe just a cannon. But oh my god, they're going to get the second Forge. Oh ho ho, Jim has been doing so much damage. No! DK survive, or DK's Forge survives. And that is super important. He needs those upgrades. If he can get his upgrades high enough, he's going to slowly be able to trade better and better with this Ultra Ling army. I'm really surprised we've got no Defilers now, or Defiler Mound whatsoever here from DK. And unfortunately, Jim's got an Ultralisk stuck. Oh, he's going to save it with his Overlord. Look at this. Oh. Oh, that poor Ultralisk. That's the Sentry Ultralisk. Now, Jim did take a ton of drone damage to that DT. And he's actually lost a lot of units, but here we go. There's going to be another big engagement in the middle of the map. Let's see how well Jim can trade this time. Storm obviously going to be doing work on the Lings and the Ultras at this point. Oh my god, is Jim going to lose this base? This could be a massive win for DK. If he can knock down Jim's couple of bases down here in the bottom right, that'd have been massive, but there's more Ultras coming in from behind. So all is not lost just yet, but look how quickly the Ultras are starting to die. The upgrades really kicking in. 3-2 upgrades. I have no idea how that just happened. Oh, I've got the camera hotkey. F3. I forgot you could do that. So F3 is DK's hotkey on his tech. Yeah, Plague would be incredible. Oh my god. He killed the hatchery to get the... Oh my god, he's got 2 Ultras stuck in each other. Why didn't he just pick them up? Why did he kill the hatchery? Well, I guess we'll look at these for a little bit. Here we go, another big engagement heading into the middle of the map though. The Ultra's still stuck. This is a weird bug. Oh, okay. They just have defaults. I didn't know that. Okay, here we go, another big engagement. This time we do have a full surround coming in from the Zerg player. Jim looks like he should be able to win this, but Archon's very, very strong. And actually throwing his Overlords over the Archon's not the best decision, but here we go. Looks like Zealot's trying to move in. Archon's holding steady at the top of the engagement. But Jim may have just broken through DK's army now. DK is down to 1 mining base. Jim, of course, does have 2. And he's going into the other main as well. I want to check the kills on these Archons. 10, 15, 3. Archons are so good. And still, we have 2 Ultralisks. Unable to do anything. If only he picked them up with an Overlord. Stacked Ultras equals hacker. Yeah, that's nice. I'm going to keep checking back these 2 Ultras to see if he picks them up, because it's such an easy thing to do, but it's one of the easiest things to forget. You're just like, oh, I'll pick them up, and then you're like, I picked them up already, right? And then you don't look back at this base because you're not macroing off of it anymore. He's just built an upgrade there, though, so surely he's going to save private Ultralisks. Look at this. They're not stuck behind enemy lines, at least, but... Trying to make an Archon out of Ultralisks. Says Chobo Avenger. Nice. An Ulcon? An Artralisk? How would you say it? Okay, we've got another engagement coming in here as both players' armies just going to pass each other like ships in the night. But Jim getting ready to flank here. This is a very, very good move. The Archons, obviously the big major players. The drones transferring through the Archons. They don't care. 4 Archons remain. 2 Archons remain. And a lot of Zealots still. But the units of Jim are slowly starting to overpower DK. DK's army is not going to be able to replenish. She's mining off of one base. He never took the island bases. But these Archons, man, they are surviving. For now. Unfortunately, the warning Archons telling the Lings not to go there. Pushing them past on their merry way. This is actually part of the Sim State, you know. Okay, so DK is starting to try to recover. His army is obviously going to get more and more efficient as time goes on. His upgrades very, very strong right now. And not going for an additional shield upgrade after the first one. He can't really afford it on one base. But he is going into Reavers. And Reavers is the next big thing. Archon Reaver is so good against late game Zerg. Now we've got an additional Corsair coming in. Unfortunately, it's going to find a Scourge and likely go down. Oh my god. This guy wants to get away. He so badly wants to scout. Why are you killing the Ultras? Can you not pick them up? No! Oh no! No, the Ultra is still... It's stuck on the ramp. It's stuck there because it spawned an egg there, so... Well... That Ultralisk has now lost its bouncing buddy, so it's gonna get really sad now. Now DK is gonna push forward. He does have Reavers in this engagement. Does he have the Reaver damage upgrade? No, he doesn't. He can't really afford it, but here we go. Looks like this could be the final engagement of the game. The Ultra's getting on top of the Reavers, getting taken down immediately. Storms on those back Hydras doing a ton of damage, but the Reavers going down. This Archon standing strong, but going down as well. Storm on the Ultras, not doing too much. Another Reaver, another Archon coming in. Somehow, against all odds, DK takes that engagement. Well, I say he takes it, but he's going to lose everything now. That one lone Zealot nearly killed those 3-5 Ultras. Now, this poor Ultra, I'm going to keep coming back to this because it's important. Okay, so the Zealot's going to push into this 5th base. Jim is starting to mine out on his bases as well, so Jim needs to be careful. But he does take out most of the army. He's now got an 80+ supply lead almost. And look at how many Ultras this is. Just think, he could have a full control group if it was just for this one guy right here. Oh, he does it! Yes! We saw it happen as well! He saves the Ultralisk. The best moment of the game. But he could have had 2 Ultras. He could have had 2. Okay, Chobo Avenger keeps coming out with brilliant jokes. He trapped the Ultra there on purpose so he can put it in a control group with the Mutalisks. That'd be really good, actually. Okay, well, there is a shuttle coming in. I think I may have just missed a storm drop. No, he dropped a DT, and luckily enough, 2 Overlords spawn at the right time. 3 kills, 4 kills, does go down. But there is going to be a big drop heading into his main. And let's actually count the units he has. Like, we can count this on one hand. Let's do it. He's got 9 Zealots and 2 High Templar and an Archon. Okay, 3. The shuttle going to come out. It's got a probe. He's going to try and take the island base. But look at this. Oh! Okay. This drop is the main important thing. And he's going to push in with Lings at the same time. Ling's going to go down to the cannons. But he's going to drop on top of the gateway. Surely this is going to be it. How is he going to deal with this many Ultras? This many Lings in his base? He doesn't have any units to build with. The Storm going down on the Ultra and not the Lings. I mean, he's just trying to use Storm where he can. But look at this. There's a massive push coming into his third base. This is the final mining base of DK. GG. DK taps out and Jim takes game number 4. And more importantly, takes us to the ace match.